Hello, you're welcome to today's class. And today we are going to be talking about what is solar energy, how electricity can be generated from solar panels. We are also going to be defining what battery is, inverter, charge controller. So let's dive in. What is solar energy? Solar energy is the energy from the sun that can be used to produce electricity. Solar energy is a renewable energy that cannot be diminished but can be replenished. It is a clean and environmentally friendly energy that does not produce harmful substances such as greenhouse gases, which are carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide. So what this means is the energy from the sun can be used to produce electricity. There is a particular energy that comes from the sun which we can harness to produce electricity, which we can use to power our homes, such as light bulbs, our television set, our radio, and every other electrical appliances. This energy is clean, it doesn't make noise, it doesn't have any noise attached to it, unlike the generator set that you have to that when you put on the generator, it comes with a loud noise and makes everywhere noisy. But with solar energy, it is environmentally friendly. It is, you won't even know that there is electricity is being generated from a particular source. You would think it maybe is just the um PSCN light coming, but that is why it is environmental friendly. But if it is generator, you hear the loud noise, it comes boom, and it's so annoying. Imagine you stay in a neighborhood and they are different, your neighbors, everyone put on their generator at the same time. You will feel so uncomfortable. But with solar energy, it is so quiet. You are having electricity, but you are not feeling it that, oh, this is an alternative source that is different from PACN. So that is why solar energy, it is environmental friendly and it does not emit any harmful substances. When you put on your generator, it comes with fumes, and by the time you inhale those fumes, you become unconscious. It is unhealthy to our body. But with solar energy, it doesn't come with any fumes. It doesn't emit any greenhouse gases. The greenhouse gases we talked about here is the carbon dioxide. It doesn't emit such gases, but generator emits carbon dioxide. I hope you get it. How can electricity be produced from the sun? How can we produce electricity from the sun? You may be wondering, how do we produce electricity from the sun? Is it that when the sun is shining, my phone will just be charging? Or when the sun is shining, my fan will just start working? So let's look at it. Electricity can be produced from the sun with the use of solar panels. Yes, solar panels. Solar panels convert sunlight to electricity through photovoltaic cells. Photovoltaic cell generates direct electricity when sun rays strikes on it. Photovoltaic cells are semiconductor material that act both as conductor and insulator. It can transmit electricity, which is conductor, and also restrict electricity, insulator. Silicon is the most widely used semiconductor as photovoltaic cell. The kind of electricity we generate from the sun is a direct current electricity. So, but most of our appliances make use of alternating current. So let's go further. Solar panels. When the photovoltaic cell is exposed to light, electrons begins to flow in the semiconductor, which converts light to electricity. This is referred to as photovoltaic effect. There are three types of solar panels, which is monocrystalline, polycrystalline, amorphous, that's a thin film silicone. I'm sure you have seen this kind of panels on the roof. You've seen it somewhere in maybe in a home or in an office where you have panels on top of a roof. These are called solar panels. You've seen this. These are called solar panels, which are silicone. They are photovoltaic cell. So when sunlight strikes on them, it generates electricity, but in form of direct current. Solar panels generate direct current while our appliances uses alternating current. So what will happen? Because the appliance, the current we need to power our refrigerator is an alternating current. The also goes for our TV set and our phones. We use alternating current, but the electricity we are generating from the solar panels is a direct current. So how do we convert direct current to alternating current? It's through the use of an inverter. An inverter is an electrical device that converts direct current to alternating current and supply alternating current to the appliances. You see how it works? When we generate direct current through the solar panels, we make use of an inverter to convert the direct current to alternating current, which we can now use to power our appliances. So direct current flows in one direction and has low voltage. Alternating current periodically changes direction and has high voltages. Though there are also appliances that are direct current. They use low voltage. We have them in the market, but they are expensive compared to alternating current appliances, but we hardly get that in homes. So what we normally buy in our home, the kind of appliances we normally buy at home, is appliances that uses alternating current. That is why we need an inverter when we install solar panels in our homes. In the day, when the sun is shining, solar panels produces electricity. What happens at night when there is no sunlight to generate electricity? Is it that we are going to stay without electricity? Because now we've talked about solar panels, we've talked about inverter. That when the sun is shining, the solar panels generate electricity, which comes in a direct current. While the inverter will convert the direct current to an alternating current. So now, in the night where there is no sunlight, the solar panels cannot generate electricity. What then happens to our appliances? What happens to our home? Is it that we are going to stay without light? So let's go further. This is where we need battery. And what is a battery? A battery is an electrochemical device that converts chemical energy to electrical energy. It is a backup power device that stores energy produced by the solar panels during the day and used at night. There are two major types of rechargeable batteries used in Nigeria for solar system, which are the lead acid battery and lithium ion battery. Thanks goodness that we have what is called a battery as our backup system, so that in the night when there is no sunlight, we have our battery to charge the inverter. The battery also stores electricity in form of direct current. So the inverter converts the direct current to alternating current. During the day, when the sun is on, it charges the battery at the same time the inverter is working to power our appliances. As the solar panels is generating direct current, it charges the battery At the same time, it the inverter uses that direct current to charge our appliances. Let's look at what a charge controller is. A charge controller is a device that controls the output of power from the solar panel used to charge the battery. Let me put it this way. The charge controller is like a police, because it helps us to control the amount of electricity that the battery accumulates, because there is a certain level the battery gets this. It's like when you are eating. Let me just break it down to your understanding. It's like when you are eating, you eat to a certain level, then you are full. Then you tell yourself, I am full, I can't take in more again. So that is how it works. So this charge controller, it controls the power entering the battery. When the battery is full, it says, it tells the solar panel, I am full, stop charging me. So that is what it does. So the charge controller, it charges the battery perfectly. Then it also protects the battery from overcharging and deep discharge. What I mean by deep discharge is, by the time, let's say maybe in the night or days when there is no sunlight and you are using the power from the battery, you are discharging. It gets to a certain level, the battery will signal, the charge controller will signal that enough, you've taken enough, I can't go below this. It is like in your phone. When you are using your phone, let's say an Android phone, like an Android phone, when it gets to 15%, it gives you a signal, says battery low, please put on your saving mode, battery low, I can't go below this, it gives you a warning. That is how it is in charge controller, in battery and with the charge controller. When the battery has discharged to a certain level, it will, at times it trips off and say, or it gives you a signal and says, hey, you've taken enough from me, I can't go below this, please charge the battery. It gives you a signal and say, please charge the battery. So look at the picture. This is how a solar system operates. Look at the sun. The sun powers the solar panels. You get electricity. The direct current, the sun powers the solar panels in form of direct current, which is being controlled by the solar charge controller. The solar charge controller helps to control the amount of current that enters into the battery. When the battery is full, it cuts it off. Then the inverter converts direct current from the battery to an alternating current which supply the appliances in the house. That's where you charge your phone, you on your TV, you on the light bulbs. So because they are all in alternating current, so that is why we require an inverter. So this is a diagram of a complete solar home system. During installation, there are certain things that need to be put in place. An engineer cannot just come and say, I want to install in your house. There are things you need to put in place during installation to ensure personal safety measures. Because during installation of solar system, accidents can occur. It is important to protect yourself by putting on your personal protective equipment known as PPE. For safety on the site, there are different types of PPE. One is hard hats. The hard hats, you would normally see an engineer, they put on an hard hat on his head. That's when you find an engineer, you always see him with an hard hat. Maybe before he touch any electrical appliances or any electrical, maybe a cable and all that, you always see an engineer with an hard hat. So what is the function of this hard hat? It protects the head against falling objects. Very necessary, because by the time an engineer is working, something can fall off, and if he's not putting on a hard hat, it can hit his head, which can make him bleed or become unconscious. So that is why an hard hat is needed. Also is the goggle. It protects the eyes from flicks and sparks. Maybe by the time he's walking and a spark comes up, if he's putting on a goggle, it protects the eyes from that direct contact of flicks and sparks. And gloves, very, very important. It protects the hands from cut and act as insulator to prevent electric shock. You cannot touch an electrical wire, a wire, with your bare hands, because our body also current can transmit through our body. So that is why the hand glove is acting as an insulator to prevent electric shock. Then you also have the safety boots. It protects the feet from collision and also acts as insulator. With the safety boot, it prevents you from stepping on it. Even when you step on some electrical, maybe exposed wire, it acts as an insulator. It prevents you from electric shock. That's the function of the safety boot. And maybe dangerous objects while walking in the site. Earmuffler. It protects the ears against noise during construction. Body harness. It protects the body against fall. You put this on your body while you are climbing. You have this on, so that attached to the ladder, so that you don't fall off. So this is very necessary. Fire extinguisher. This has to be with you all the time in case of unnecessary fire outbreak. Fire extinguisher is needed to put out fire during fire accident. Air mask. It protects the nose against dust and fumes. First aid box. It is used to treat an injured person on site before taking the person to the hospital. Thank you very much, and we've come to the end of the teaching on solar energy. I believe you have learned a lot, and I look forward to your questions. Maybe in an area you don't quite understand or you want me to talk more on them, please drop your comments and I'm going to answer. Drop your questions on the comment section. I am going to get back to you and answer them. So thank you once again for taking time out to partake of this class, and bye.